All eyes are focused on Spider-Man No Way Home, and rightfully so. It's probably going to change the game in a much bigger way than anybody even anticipated, especially with what just happened with Venom and the post-credit scene. Welcome to Chaos Multiverse, everybody. Jimmy or Chaos. We are going to be discussing things that are of the spoiled nature. And it's not Spider-Man No Way Home. We are actually going to switch gears and cover the Eternals today because we have some information that always comes in the form of merchandise leaks that could give us more clarity and more of a backstory on what's going to happen with Dane Whitman. What is going to happen with Kit Harington in the Eternals and his journey to become the Black Knight. So, as I said, spoiler alert, we are going to be talking about not only these merchandise leaks, but we are also going to be talking about post-credit scene leaks as well in the Eternals. So if you don't want any of that leaked, I fully understand. Now is the time to click off the video. If you do want to go down the rabbit hole with me, let's do this. And remember, we're giving away a PS5 at 10,000 subscribers here on the Chaos Multiverse. Be subscribed. Turn on your notifications. Like any video you want to and comment on any video to enter your favorite Marvel character. Include your Twitter handle so if you win, I can get hold of you. And at 10,000 subs, somebody's winning a brand new PS5. Now, let's get into this. Like I said, credit to Murphy's Multiverse, and they put up an article talking about Eternals merch that could hint at Black Knight's legacy, and we don't know exactly how Dane Whitman is going to end up being the Black Knight. Now, we do have some things to go off of with post-credit scene leaks, which we'll talk about in a little while in the video, but the article talks about some merchandise that coincides with the film, accessories that will be in the film that you will be able to, I guess, buy, or maybe they're going to be given away, I don't know. But one of those accessories is a ring. Now, the Black Knight in the comics had a Raven-inspired emblem on his chest, okay? And there was a reveal of an accessory box that ties in with the film's release, and there's items that are replicated. One of those items is a ring, and that ring has that Raven symbol on it. Now, is it going to kind of imply that Dane Whitman is part of a lineage when it comes to the Black Knight, or is Marvel going to change it up a little bit? Is it going to be where Dane Whitman gets the Ebony Blade, or a different way to end up being the Black Knight? We'll talk about that in a minute, but this ring that you guys see on the screen right now, courtesy of Best of Kit H, it looks very Black Knight-ish to me, and if it does end up being directly connected with the Eternals, maybe we'll get a few more answers when it comes to how Kit Harington's Dane Whitman is going to eventually be the Black Knight, because let's be real, Marvel did not go cast and bring on Kit Harington for a one-off as a human being in the Eternals. They didn't do it. There's no way that he plays that minor of a role moving forward. I could almost guarantee you bet the house that he is signed on for multiple appearances when it comes to the MCU, and I would guess far into Phase 5. I really, really would. I think Black Knight is going to be a big character. So the question is, how does he become the Black Knight? Is he going to be wielding the Ebony Blade? Is that going to be part of it? Well, let's talk about that, because there are post-credit scene leaks out there right now when it comes to the Eternals, and one of those directly ties in to how he could actually end up being the Black Knight. Now, if he gets this ring, and this ring is somehow fused with the lineage of the Black Knight, I don't know, maybe he puts on the ring in Marvel's adaptation, and he becomes the Black Knight. Or maybe he finds the Ebony Blade, and then he becomes the Black Knight. I'm not really sure how Disney is going to do their version of Dane Whitman becoming the Black Knight, but I'm sure we'll figure it out sooner than later. And if this post-credit scene is true, we may have a hint as to actually how it's going to happen. So there's two post-credit scene leaks for the Eternals. One of them, we've talked about both of them on the channel. One of them, really quick, I'll tell you, it features Pip the Troll, and he is going to introduce Star Fox as a brand new character to the MCU. If you don't know who Star Fox is, he is a true Eternal. He is actually the younger brother of Thanos, and I'm assuming a distant cousin of Cersei. So that's big in its own right? We'll talk about that down the road if it actually ends up being true, because not a lot of people know about Star Fox, and the fact that he is the younger brother of Thanos. He's not a deviant / Eternal like Thanos. he is a true Eternal, and there hasn't been a lot about him other than in the comics, so that could just be a 180 that nobody sees coming, and if he's attached to Thanos, you already know there's going to be a popularity that comes with that. But that's a video for another day, but that's truly exciting if it ends up happening. The other post-credit scene is Dane Whitman looking through an old box, and he finds a sword in that box. I'm going to assume that it's the ebony blade. I don't see how it could be anything else, to be honest with you. And he goes to touch it, but then he's interrupted by a voice from someone off screen. Now, I don't know who the voice is. I don't know if he ends up touching the blade. I don't know if he already has that ring. Once he does, maybe he gets the ring from one of the Eternals throughout the movie or toward the end, and that kind of solidifies him, and then maybe he finds the ebony blade. I don't know exactly how they're going to go about it, or maybe he goes to touch the sword and somebody off camera says something to him, and that person hands him the ring. Not really sure how the ring is going to be introduced and what manner it's going to work, and I'm really curious as to how Dane Whitman actually ends up being the Black Knight, but rest assured, I think he will end up with the ebony blade. I don't see how he wouldn't. That's going to be interesting to see a sword-wielding Avenger. I mean, if he ends up being an Avenger, which I think he will, that's going to be a new dynamic that we haven't seen before. So, all roads lead to Dane Whitman becoming the Black Knight. We already knew that. We already know Kit Harington's not going to just play this small role, even if it's not that small, a human role, if you will, in the Eternals. They have much, much bigger plans for him, and I think the Black Knight is going to be a huge part of the timeline moving forward. So, we'll have to wait and see. But this ring could mean that we may get some closure in Eternals and not have to wait till down the line to actually see how he transforms into the Black Knight. And if the post-credit scene ends up being true as well, that's just another layer to add to Dane Whitman becoming the Black Knight in either a live-action movie or if he gets his own Disney Plus series. We don't know. Maybe we'll find out more at Disney Day, Disney Plus Day on November 12th. There you go, my friends. Let me know what you think. I know the Eternals it's not getting as much shine right now because just everybody is on Spider-Man No Way Home, but the Eternals is a massive movie. I mean, this is a cosmic movie. This is as big as it gets right now with the Celestials and the Deviants and the Eternals and everything going on and the setup for the Black Knight and who knows what else. It's going to be a good ride. It's going to be a ton of fun. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you soon.